let's make some New Year's Eve snacks. Hey y'all, it's April. Thanks for stopping by my crazy creative life. In today's video, we're going to be doing several different snacks. I'm going to try to do a little different approach because I want to get these recipes out to you as quick as I can. And this is stuff that I'm going to be making for church for our watch night service tonight. And if I can get these out in time, might be something you might see that you could be interested in making yourself. So I'm trying to get all these done as quick as I can and get this video out to you guys as quick as possible. And so let's go ahead and let's just get on in, and I'll tell you as we go.
Hey everyone, I want to preface this video by saying I ended up getting sick, so this video is not really complete. So if you want to keep watching, go ahead. I still am putting it out here. I start off making everything. I laid down, I ended up taking a nap, and I woke up and I was feeling awful, which I was afraid earlier that morning I was getting sick anyway, but my husband's sick. Between this, I mean, there's a million things that happen. I don't know, I'll save you the sob story, but but between everything that's happened, not all of this video got recorded like it should have. So I will kind of talk you through a few things, but I'll still put it out there. If you want to watch it, go ahead. If you think this is ridiculous and I don't want to watch all her mistakes, then just go ahead and turn it off now. And hopefully I'll get to feel better. My next video will be better. I'm sure some of you are probably thinking, what is with this woman? Why is she recording herself sick in bed and putting out this halfway done video instead of just not putting it out there at all? Well, those of you that know me, you know. Those of you that don't know me, I am a person that if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I make a promise, I do everything in my power to keep it. I might be late doing it. I might be late getting there. I might be late, whatever. You know, I'm known for being late. But I'm also known for if I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. So that's how I feel about this video. I told you all yesterday, New Year's Eve, that I was putting this out. So I'm still putting it out, as crazy and mixed up as it is.
So here we go. Okay, my counter's full, as you can see. So we're going to turn this into some snacks. Some of these will be easy. Some of these, they're still all going to be easy, but some will be a lot easier than others. Not sure where it started recording at. But anyway, this is going to be the white chicken chili. All I done was got a rotisserie chicken from Walmart. And I'm trying to keep it in the bag if I can. That way it's not as big of a mess. And I've got my big crock pot out. So I'm just taking the chicken in little chunks. Just throwing it in my crock pot. So you see what I'm doing? You don't need to watch this whole thing, so I'm going to go ahead and pause you here, and I will meet you back after I get all this chicken in the crock pot. About a tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of onion powder. Sorry, I did not show you. Really, onion. So a tablespoon of each. Tablespoon of ground cumin. Teaspoon of red chili powder. And half teaspoon of white pepper. That's good enough. I've got this on high. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add is a can. This is the big can, the 7-ounce can of the green chilies. This is the medium. You're more than welcome to do the hot if you want. Thought I had that going again. Okay, I added 1 tablespoon of the minced garlic, and I've done thrown it away, or I'd show you. And then I'm adding a cup of sour cream. We've got this heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of that. It's hard to see, but about roughly 1/2 cup cream. And we always put extra sour cream on the side. That way if somebody wants to add more sour cream, they can. And then same thing with the Monterey Jack cheese. So I bought 2 bags of this. So I'm putting 1 bag, which is 2 cups in here now. It's the 2-cup bag, 8-ounce bag. I'm I'm bringing the bag with me. That way if anybody wants to add any extra cheese, they're welcome to.
With the soup, I thought it recorded and it didn't. It didn't even record the initial part when I was pouring in the broth and this and that. So basically you just take, and honestly, I usually make it in a pot, but I've made it in my crock pot. So my judgment was a little off. So I apologize for that, but I can tell you sort of what I done. I shredded up the rotisserie chicken. I only used the breast and roughly maybe about 2 cups. And then I added my chicken broth, which was a 148 ounce. I know this looks like it's more because I accidentally added 2 and realized that I done too much anyway. So just start off with 1 of the 48 ounce chicken broth. That's about 4 cups. Then add your spices to it, followed by your beans. And then go ahead and let that come to a boil if you're cooking it on the stove. If it's in the crock pot, let it kind of just get hot for about at least an hour. Put it on high. Then if you want to add the pasta, go ahead and throw the pasta in about 2 to 3 hours before serving if you're doing it in the crock pot. If you're just doing it on the stove, just cook it probably roughly about 20 minutes until it's al dente. Then you're going to add your dairy, which is this is if you're cooking on the stove, you're going to add the dairy, which is the sour cream, heavy cream, and the cheese. If you are cooking it in the crock pot, honestly, I just threw that in once everything else got hot and let it all cook together. Then as far as the red pepper flakes, I only put very teeny tiny, maybe 4 or 5 little flakes in there. The garlic and onion, you want to put that in the beginning. I will have this recipe in the description box.
My oven is set to 250. It's 250. And then these are the pretzels I was talking about. These Snyder pretzels. They are called Snaps pretzels, and they look like a little grid. So all you want to do is grab some and put them on a sheet pan. Let me get these straightened out and I'll come right back. The next part of this is removing the Rolos from the wrapper. This is time consuming enough as it is. This is really going to be time consuming. But all you do is just set a Rolo on top of your all you do is set a Rolo on top of your pretzel. So I'm going to stop you here, and I'm going to finish this, and I will be back when I get all this done. Okay, all I've got is 2 left, so I'm going to try to find some room and put a couple more pretzels in here. Now let's put the M&Ms on, which you don't have to put the M&Ms on. That just gives it another look. You could even add a little tiny piece of nuts on it. Okay, pack of sausage. I just got the regular Jimmy Dean's. Okay, that's the M&M Rolo things. Let me wash my hands and we'll get those out. All right, they're done. Well, what happened? I don't know what happened. They're not quite done. I'm gonna give them about another minute, but the M&Ms slid off. I'll give them 2 more minutes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get this sausage started. In the Instant Pot, I've got it on saute. I'm going to brown up this sausage. Brown up the sausage, I'll drain the grease. Then you're going to add a packet of sour cream cheese. And I'm going to add a little bit of Velvetta and 1 can of Rotel that I forgot I opened and spilled it all myself. But once you put everything together, well, after this browns, once you put everything together, all you do is let it melt and then just keep it on warm, and it's good. And then you serve it with tortilla chips. It takes forever for this to get hot. All right, when this gets to browning, I'll come back. If you wanted to, you could cut up an onion. Oh shoot, I forgot an onion in my soup. I gotta put onion in the soup here in a second. But if you wanted to, you could cut up an onion and fry with this. the onion now I'm thinking of it. Alright, I put just a little bit of onion in here. And I've got the rest in that soup that I forgot. This is not going to get in grease, so I'm not going to need to drain it. Okay, this is pretty much done. It doesn't look pink to me anymore. So I believe that's done. There is no grease, so I'm not going to have to drain it. And I've noticed with these recipes, they call for either one or two things. Either the 1 pound of sausage, the 1 can of Rotel, and either a pack of cream cheese or a 16-ounce Velvetta. I think I'm going to do both, because that way it's extra cheesy. So the sausage is just going to chunk up this pack of cream cheese. Can of Rotel. It's a 10-ounce can of the mild diced tomatoes with the green chilies. This was a 32-ounce box of Velvetta, so we probably have about 16 ounces left. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop up the whole thing and throw that in there. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and put it off the saute. I'm going to cancel that, and then I'm going to switch it over to slow cooker mode. Okay, that's just going to sit there and melt, and then that'll be ready to go. So I'm going to put the lid on it and kind of check on it periodically and stir it, and it'll be ready to go by tonight.
Now with this dip, it was really good, but because I had that extra cheese, I've messed up everything today. It's a little cheesy, which I wanted it to be cheesy, but it felt like it needed another can of Rotel. I didn't have another can of Rotel, but I did have another 7-ounce can of the green chilies that I had initially bought for that soup. So I just threw those in there, and that helped kind of cut some of that cheese, that thickness of the cheese. So if you do decide to do the Velvetta and the cream cheese, then do 2 cans of Rotel. And you may want to do 2 things of sausage. I don't like that much sausage, but you know, you might want to, because basically I just doubled the recipe. Pretty much is what I done when I added that 16-ounce of Velvetta. So, or you can even, and I've done this in the past too, you can even take a pound of ground beef. So you've got a pound of ground beef and a pound of the sausage, and that's really good together too. So there's just some options for that dip, but the dip did turn out good.
Maybe I should have read. I bet once they're melted, you take the M&Ms and squish them on down. That's how you flatten them. And that's why my M&Ms were everywhere. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. So you stick the M&M on there and then squish it down. You don't put them in there first like a ding dong that I am. Okay, but you get the point. So don't do what I done. Wait on your M&Ms or your nuts or whatever and put them in after and squish them down.
Okay, from here, and these glasses are glaring, so I'm just going to take them off. And from that point, I think I forgot to tell you, I know I told you to set your oven at 225. You only pop them in your oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. I don't remember if I said that or not, or if it even got recorded. But with those little M&M caramel things, you just 225, 4 to 5 minutes. Then when you pull them out and you set them on your counter or your stovetop or whatever, then that's when you take the M&Ms or the nuts or whatever and you put them on top and press them down. That's what gives it its flat. So mine are a mess, but then by the time they cool down, they're good. They taste good. It's just they're ugly, but I don't care. We're still going to eat them anyway. But if you want to make them, that's what you do. And you can make them with any color M&Ms, so any holiday would work. Or like I said, if you want like more of a turtle, you could put the pecan on there and make it more turtley. So that is the rest of the Rolo pretzel bites. I think it's what they're called. I don't know what they're called. Okay, so we're going to end my messy video here. I doubt you liked the video, but if you did, give me a thumbs up, or at least give me a thumbs up for trying. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm normally not this crazy, especially if you're new here. I mean, well, yeah, I guess I'm crazy, but it's normally a little less crazy than this video. But if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate you go ahead hitting that subscribe button and going ahead and just being a part of this crazy family. You never know with me what's going to happen. But turn on the notification bell. That way when I upload new videos, then you know, and hopefully they'll be better than this one. But that's it. I'm going to shut up talking. I think I'm going to take me some cold and flu medicine, and I'm going back to bed. So I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I still didn't get to make the pineapple stuff. It seems like every time I have wanted to make that pineapple stuff, something's happened. So I promise you, I will eventually get that recipe out. I hope to try to get that out this week. Hey, if you like this video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.